Modi's Green Promise delivered how India became a global climate leader. When it was first announced, it seemed an insurmountable task. But India has achieved 50% clean power capacity 5 years ahead of target, setting a global benchmark for sustainable growth. Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a promise on behalf of India at the Paris Climate Change Summit, and that promise has now been fulfilled, that too with an oomph factor. 5 years ahead of target is outstanding, especially at a time when nations are struggling to understand whether they would even be able to meet the 2030 deadline. India sets the benchmark as of June 2025. The nation's installed electricity capacity from non-fossil fuel sources has officially crossed the 50% threshold, reaching 50.08%. According to official data, out of a total installed capacity of 484.82 GW, a remarkable 242.78 GW is now derived from non-fossil sources, including renewable energy, large hydropower, and nuclear power. It achieves a critical nationally determined contribution (NDC) pledged under the Paris Agreement, 5 years ahead of the 2030 target date. As Union Minister Prahlad Joshi stated, in a world seeking climate solutions, India is showing the way. Despite having one of the lowest per capita emissions profiles among major economies, India remains one of the few G20 countries on track to not only meet but exceed its nationally determined contributions (NDCs) under the Paris Agreement. The progress unfolds against a backdrop of global energy uncertainty, exacerbated by the recent resurgence of fossil fuel proponents on the world stage, most notably in the United States under Donald Trump. In this context, India's steadfast progress is not just commendable, but it is a critical anchor for global climate ambitions. For a country of 1.4 billion people with rapidly growing energy needs, re-engineering half of its power grid away from fossil fuels is a monumental undertaking. While other nations debate the feasibility of their targets, India is delivering on its promises, transforming its energy landscape and setting a powerful example for the rest of the world to follow. A policy-driven transformation. This achievement is all the more remarkable considering that just 18 months prior, the share stood at 43.82%. Such a rapid ascent was powered by a suite of visionary policies designed to catalyze every segment of the renewable ecosystem. Under the leadership of PM Modi, India has cultivated a robust ecosystem for clean energy through a series of interlocking, visionary policies. These initiatives create the foundational architecture for sustainable growth. Flagship programs have been central to this transformation. The Pradhan Mantri Kisan Urja Suraksha Evam Uthan Mahabhayan Kusum has empowered millions of farmers by facilitating solar-powered irrigation, simultaneously ensuring energy security for agriculture and reducing its carbon footprint. The PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, launched in 2024 to bring rooftop solar to 1 crore households, is democratizing energy generation, turning citizens from passive consumers into active prosumers. These have been complemented by the establishment of vast solar parks, which have driven down tariffs to record lows, and the National Wind-Solar Hybrid Policy, which optimizes land and grid infrastructure. It is a deliberate, policy-driven push that has catalyzed private investment and public participation, building momentum year on year. Green growth. Achieving the 50% mark 5 years early is not a finish line but a new starting block. The road ahead towards India's ambitious Panchamrit goals, including 500 GW of non-fossil fuel capacity by 2030 and net zero emissions by 2070, demands an even greater intensification of effort and strategic foresight. Swipe left for next video. Furthermore, the financial undertaking is colossal, with estimates suggesting an investment of 570 billion is needed in the electricity sector by 2032. Mobilizing this capital and ensuring the development of robust supply chains for critical components, from solar panels to batteries, will be paramount. The promise made in Paris has been delivered ahead of schedule, cementing PM Modi's legacy as a leader who not only makes ambitious commitments on the world stage but also ensures they are realized at home. India has already lit the lamp of green transformation. The task now is to ensure it shines ever brighter, illuminating a path for the nation and the world towards a truly sustainable and self-reliant future. Latest blogs.